All right, I gotta act like I'm walking outside. All right. Okay. All right. Hey, I'm Matt from Matt Lane Fitness. If you're new to the series, I really appreciate you sliding by the channel. This is another episode of Matt's Mental Fitness. This Matt's Mental Fitness series started out with me pursuing to build my level of confidence. I seeked out a therapist that specialized in confidence. It's something that I felt that I struggled with, and I really wanted to improve it. I saw that confidence was something that just really got in the way of a lot of things, and today was no different. I just got off the phone with my therapist. I've had virtual appointments ever since COVID, but before that I was seeing her in person. She's fantastic, and today was really unique. Really unique. How do I stop this? I know it's very simple. I could just put the cats up. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna go on like they're not even here. This cat's tail, get out of the way. All right. Again, if you're new to this channel, I truly appreciate you. If you want to see every time we post a video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I hadn't talked to her in 3 weeks. This is another great appointment, and I don't know, maybe probably the biggest realization that I've had with all of the appointments I've had with her. But my emotional intelligence has been, like, I really assessed that. And, you know, Holden and I, nothing bad has happened or anything like that, but, you know, he's a busy guy. He's taken on a new relationship, and he's now like a father figure, and, you know, he's got a lot going on, and so do I. And, you know, we had a little while where we weren't communicating very well, and that it was a bit of a hiccup. It wasn't like a problem. And, you know, my emotional intelligence was really tested. You know, in full transparency, I had another relationship where things didn't go quite as planned, and I questioned if I wasn't taken advantage of. So I had these scars ever since, and, you know, bad thoughts creeped up in my head whenever Holden and I simply weren't communicating. Like, I don't know, I went to this like bad place, but I was really, thankfully, like, I was able to really think on it, and thanks to Jenna as well, love you babe, realizing that it was just communication. I know that Holden and I both, we have nothing bad for each other. I know that. So I was really able to figure out that it was just my lower self sort of taking over. And when I realized that, I was like, this is just communication. We've improved that communication and things are fine. But it really tested my emotional intelligence, because it was something that I was like fearful of. Like, I immediately was like, I want to be done. Like, I want to be finished. And it's just all due to communication. So your emotional intelligence, like, a man that can control his emotions can control his destiny. I truly believe that. So I was happy for that moment, to be honest with you. You know, within that sort of communication thing with Holden and I, like, I realized that my ability to control my emotions really said a lot about how secure I was with myself. You know, the ability to not knee-jerk react and respond in a negative way says a lot about your emotional intelligence. One thing that I've noticed I've gotten so much better at is to stop judging myself, and this is something that's kept coming up, and I believe the universe talks to you at certain points, and when you hear something over and over, like, I think that's the universe talking to you. And I've just noticed that I've really stopped judging the hell out of myself. And I know a lot of people have that same issue, that, you know, if you are really trying at whatever you're working on, could be your body, could be your mind, could be what the hell ever. Like, if you're truly trying, then why the hell would you beat yourself up for something that you were trying, but you weren't quite as good at, or you didn't complete it the way you wanted and all that? Like, beating yourself up gets you nowhere. So I've been really cognizant of that, and I'm really glad. And I think that the ability to not judge yourself is a measurement of your confidence, sort of that security that you have with yourself of being like, look, yeah, okay, I screwed it up, but that's fine. Let's make the next decision and let's move on. Like, learn from that and move on. This is something that I have not mentioned yet, and it's honestly out of respect for my employer, but doing what I'm doing, I could do this for the rest of my life without question. I believe that what I'm doing as a personal trainer and all that, I think that I can make more of an impact like that than I can as a nurse. I believe that there's space for both in my life. In full transparency, there was a time where I was sprinting towards getting out of my day job to do this full time. I think that I was doing that out of fear and for the wrong reasons and sort of in a hurry. And I'm really happy to say that I've realized that I've been able to redistribute the energy that I once had from this anxious place of trying to get out of the day job. Let's just get out of the day job. Like, I just got to get out of there and I got to do this full time and I'll be fully happy. But like, I don't believe that. Like, I think that what I'm doing in my day job and then also this, I think they complement one another. And like, I've been able to, again, redistribute the energy that I have and not have it come from an anxious place or a fearful place or like a scared place. So for any of you that are out there working on getting out of the day job to work on, your side hustle to make it your regular hustle, I'll say to you to really trust the process, to enjoy, like seriously enjoy like this quote unquote struggle. Like, take this time and realize that this moment is gonna be gone one day. Like, you are going to do whatever it is that you want to do. You're gonna do this full time. I know I'm gonna do this full time. I don't know exactly what it's gonna look like, but I know I'm gonna do it full time. So knowing that, adopting that, and believing that, and then having the security in your brain to enjoy the ride. Like, take the time, enjoy the ride. I'm happy that I'm there. I've learned about me that, like, I thought that once I sort of amassed enough of this audience type thing, like, I've verbalized it that this whole thing's a journey. I believe that, but I think I might have partly believed that early in the process, and now I definitely have much more of a understanding of, like, now that there's just more people here, that's really the only thing that's changed. Sure, I've evolved and all that, but like, thanks, Jenna. Sure, I've evolved and all that, but like, the big difference now is that there's just more people here watching. Nothing's changed about my intention. Nothing's changed about what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue to put out good. I hope that makes sense. Like, I guess what I'm saying is, what's up with the lighting? What's up with the lighting? Hold on. So my point in saying that is, like, there's always gonna be something. Jenna said that, and my therapist tonight said that. She said, like, there's always gonna be something. And that's so evident because, like, I remember at one point thinking, like, once I amass this audience, that, like, that's the destination, man. Like, that's the destination. I'm gonna walk away from the day job. Everything's gonna be great. Like, peak happiness will be there. I again say to you, car passing, I again say to you, the person that is out there working on something, that really adopting and knowing that you'll get there and that enjoying now is just so huge. And if you are the type of person that's constantly working on something like myself, there's always gonna be something else. It's so true. Like, now that I've amassed this audience at the time of a little over 12,000 people, I just feel like I'm just getting started. Like, I don't feel like I've arrived, and I'm glad about that. I know there's gonna be more to be done. Like, right now, like, there's so many things that I want to do. Next week, at the time of recording this, next week, like, I wanna go live every single day, just because I've never done it. I wanna try it. Like, I constantly am thinking, like, I wanna do CEUs for my personal trainer. Like, there's always something. If you are a driven person, if you are always trying to, like, self-improve, there's always gonna be something else. So don't adopt the theory that, like, once I do this, that's it, man, it's over, I'm done, I got it. Like, yeah. There was a lot of lessons in this one, and I still haven't really hit the best one. There was a show that came on Netflix about the girl. She was, where was she from? Was she Japanese? I think she might have been anyway. There was a show on Netflix, basically, she was like a professional tidier. And my therapist was actually talking about this, and I saw the show. Jenna watched it, she loved it. But there was a concept of that show where whenever she was helping the family get rid of whatever they were getting rid of in their house, she would have them thank whatever that item was, whatever that thing was, and then they, got rid of it. And my therapist said, it's the same thing for you with your lessons in your life, like the things that you're learning, really adopting those things and moving forward and appreciating them. And in my head, when she said that, I was really thinking about it, and I was like, for you, the audience, and for myself, I hope that you will thank the things that hurt you and the things that help you in your life. I hope that you look at them both equally as valuable lessons and thank them both for what they did, what they taught you. And, that leads me to my next point, that when I started this series, I was just trying to improve my confidence. Like, I really was like, man, if I could improve my confidence, I really think that every aspect of my life would change. And holy that has happened. Like, I was talking to my therapist tonight, and she said, you've achieved your treatment goals. And I was like, I guess you're right. I hadn't thought about that, because it's always sort of a process thing. And she said, when you think about it, we really haven't talked about much different stuff lately. And she said, because when I got on the call tonight, I was like, I'm really trying to think of things to talk to you about. I'm really trying to think of things to say. And she said, that's not the first time you've said that lately. She said, not that I want to talk myself out of a job. She said, but I don't know if you need me. And she said, you've achieved your treatment goals. And I was like, damn, it hit me. And I was really proud in that moment that I haven't arrived, but I have more, I have a level of confidence now in myself that I have the ability and the emotional intelligence to make a decision and move on. And that wasn't there 6 months ago. And that's just huge. That's huge, because I remember a moment where I was like, I can't make decisions because I overthink shit. And I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of this moment in realization. And I told her, I was like, I don't think this is forever it. I think that there's always more room for improvement. So, I'm going to continue to see her. I'll probably see her in a month from now, maybe on a monthly basis. But I don't know, today's a big day. I didn't see this coming. And I'm really proud. Yeah. I think that's it. This was a hell of a session. It really was. For your therapist to say, I don't think you need me. That's big. And I'm proud. I really am. I've said that enough. Look, you don't have to be perfect at this emotional intelligence thing. Just try to be better than yesterday. Every day. Damn, man. It's badass. I'm happy.